It is 7:03. We have breaking news overnight. A health scare for our 41st president of the United States.
George H.W. Bush rushed to the hospital in Houston. Now, at this hour, the 92-year-old is listed in stable condition, and his office chief of staff says that he is doing fine. More information on his health is expected to be released later this morning. Bush is expected to return home in the next few days. He is the oldest living former U.S. president.
We're also following a developing story out of Ansonia. Police there are searching for whoever's responsible for shooting a man overnight. Police said it happened on Central Street. A 25-year-old man was shot in the stomach and then was taken to the hospital in a private car at about 8 o'clock last night. He is now in stable condition. So if any of you out there have information that can help detectives solve this case, the Ansonia PD could certainly use your help. New this morning, millions of dollars of taxpayer money is gone in Farmington, and authorities believe that hackers from overseas are to blame.
Yeah, Fox 61's Sean Pagano is following this. He has more on where the money was supposed to go and who exactly investigators are pointing the finger at this morning. Sean?
Yeah, good morning to you, Erica. Good morning to you, Tim. Authorities in Farmington believe Chinese-based scammers have managed to steal $2 million of taxpayer money. Now, according to our partners at The Current, the money was sent to C.H. Nickerson & Company for a project to upgrade the town's sewage treatment plant. Police say the scammers manipulated the automated clearinghouse system to send the funds to a different account. Local and federal authorities are investigating, and they believe other cities and towns may have been victimized as well. At this time, though, we do not know what cities and towns could be affected. Officials say there is no evidence that anyone in the town was involved in the scheme, and they do not expect there to be any delays in the multi-year project. About $860,000 was recovered, and officials say they are working with the town's insurance company to recover as much of the full amount as possible. Tim?
Sean, thank you. We do have some new information for you here at 7 on a Connecticut story that's actually getting attention all around the country.
A Greenwich town legislator arrested facing charges of sexual assault. Amanda Rouse is joining us with new details this morning. Amanda?
Tim and Erica, these are some shocking allegations against Chris von Keyserling. He's a member of the Representative Town Meeting of Greenwich. He was arrested at Town Hall last week in connection with an incident that happened last month. Court documents obtained by The Current say the Republican legislature pinched a town employee in the groin area after a discussion about politics. Now, during the discussion, von Keyserling reportedly said, quote, "I love this new world. I no longer have to be politically correct." His attorney says the case is being blown out of proportion.
Chris von Keyserling playfully gave a lady who he knew for 30 years a pinch, is what the accusation is. About that much of a pinch.
Police say the incident happened at a town-owned senior facility on December 9th. They are reviewing surveillance video of the incident, and police say it appears to go along with the woman's version of the story. But one of von Keyserling's hands is actually hidden from view. Well, his attorney says von Keyserling will plead not guilty when he faces the charges in court next week. Erica.
Amanda, thanks. Well, Inauguration Day now just 2 days away. Washington, D.C. is very busy preparing for the festivities, including added security for the massive event. Meantime, some new video this morning. The president-elect flying back overnight from the nation's capital to his current home in New York. Donald Trump was in Washington for the chairman's global dinner last night. The black tie invitation-only dinner, consisting of some 500 guests, introduces foreign diplomats to the new administration.
I'm very proud of everybody, the cabinet members. We have put together a team, I think the likes of which has never been assembled before.
The president-elect also thanked all of his voters and all those coming to support him at the inauguration. Now, while Trump was there last night, a man sets himself on fire to protest against the president-elect. The incident happened outside the Trump International Hotel in D.C. Fire officials say the man has since been taken to the hospital with serious but non-life-threatening burns. Local media reports say that he did it because, quote, a dictator has been elected. Police have not identified that man yet. And in a new interview, we hear that Donald Trump thinks about his use of Twitter, and it might surprise you.
Look, I don't like tweeting. I have other things I could be doing. But I get very dishonest media, very dishonest press. And it's my only way that I can counteract.
Well, Trump is known, as you know, for being a frequent user of the site to levy comments or critiques at companies and political opponents. Trump says that he will continue to use his Twitter as a messaging tool after he takes office.
And here is just one of those tweets from the president-elect in the past 24 hours. He said, "Thank you to General Motors and Walmart for starting the big jobs push back into the U.S." Now, Walmart is planning to create 10,000 jobs this year as a result of new stores, store expansions, and an expansion of its website staff. GM is pledging to invest another $1 billion into factories here in the U.S., which should help to create or retain at least 1,500 positions. More good news. Hyundai and Kia have vowed to spend more than $3 billion here in America over the next 5 years.
And later on today, President Obama is expected to take reporter questions for the last time as Commander-in-Chief. We're going to have all the details for you.
And former U.S. Senator Joe Lieberman was back on Capitol Hill yesterday. We'll tell you what he said about President-elect Trump's nominee for Secretary of Education.
And we hope you stay with us here for Fox 61's continuing coverage of Donald Trump's inauguration on Friday, January 20th. It all starts at 11 a.m. We'll be right back.